What is up? How are we doing? Welcome in. Hope you're well. Oh, we're in strange new lands today. Not only have I lost a subscriber by pressing the go live button, that's interesting, but we're in AMS2 as well. So yeah, some new content in AMS2. I've never actually played AMS2 much, if ever, really. It is GT1 fuckery day. Well, it's trying to understand how to AMS2 for a bit, and then it's GT1 fuckery, and then a bit of GT2 fuckery. Maybe we'll get into some protos in a relatively stable track, but I've had a little bit of a play of AMS. Yeah, it's it's a game. It's certainly a game. So we'll see how we get on. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. But I hope everyone is well. I hope you've had a good Friday going into the weekend. I'm still working, unfortunately. So not my weekend, but your weekend, hopefully. All right. Well, off the rip, I just want to jump in here and this. I'm sorry. This was pretty bad. This is mobile game on an iPad 5 years ago kind of UI. I don't want to come out here hot throwing shade at AMS2, but I'm sorry, this is just why are the corners so rounded? Like why? It's not the worst UI, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's no fucking race room standard UI, don't get me wrong. However, this was updated within like the last 6 to 12 months, and they thought this was better than what they had. And anyway, enough of that. As you can see, we've been fucking around with some GT. I'm gonna try and understand the core physics of the game first before we start fucking around in these big things. So we're gonna do a little bit of warm up in something a bit slower. At somewhere I know, rather than having to remember what Spa was like 20 years ago. What's something a bit slow that I'll enjoy driving? GT4s, there we go. I'll do. Oh, Janetta. Beautiful. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Right, track-wise, where do we know? Do we have a B? We do, we have a B. We have a Brands Hatch. Okay, cool, right. So we're gonna acclimatise ourselves in AMS2 because I haven't really before. I think my total playtime in Steam is about 45 minutes, and a lot of that was setting the game up yesterday, getting the actual game to recognise my Moza wheel, which was a fun endeavour. I use the term fun very loosely. So yeah, we're running with the base game, plus the GT stuff, plus one other add-on, which you could probably guess, but I'm not going to confirm just this moment. So let's get this loading. So this is just testing or something. It's free play. So we're just going to have a bimble around Brands Hatch, as it's a track I don't need to learn. It's just a sim I need to learn. So this will give me at least an element of understanding what the core game wants me to do to drive, you know. Okay, well this is all scripted currently, so this is interesting. Probably a setting I could turn off, I don't know, because I haven't got around that far. I have control. Let me know about sound levels as well. I think I've got it okay. I may be wrong though. Head movements are interesting. Braking is interesting. Whoa! Okay. We appear to have iRacing levels of grass traction. And I'm talking old iRacing grass, because that... okay. Great start, I know. Oh, you're not? Oh, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know, Shannon. Everything's cold, so I'm just going to give it a benefit of the doubt for a minute. Apologies, my cough appears to have made another resurgence. Oh, that's it. More than I was expecting. Oh my... wow. That is severe loss of... that is a severe loss of grip on the grass. That is... Again, we're cold. Everything's cold. But... that... yeah. It's giving old iRacing grass levels of traction right now. I've got to be careful what I say about AMS, because apparently their fan base can be quite savage if you start telling them what they're doing. I know a lot of Game of Muscle gets a fair bit of shade from Quick gets it from everyone, doesn't it? So let's be real. But we're just going to slowly warm ourselves up and the car up. I mean, the track seems pretty good. There's like no major issues in terms of the scan or curves. It seems pretty accurate to me. Feels pretty good. Force feedback is there. Also, I'm getting... I can feel there's a lot of tyre slip coming through the wheel. That's for sure. Because I can tell you that because we've been slipping around a lot. A lot of road texture as well. It's on the noisier side. It's definitely a lot noisier than Race Room, that's for sure. Not quite LMU levels of road texture, but definitely more than Race Room. So I would say it fits kind of in the middle. Isn't a bad thing. Some people like it. It's the kind of thing that can get a bit grating after a while, I think. But it's not intrusive at this point. It feels fun. I wouldn't say it's giving me any information, but it's helping with the emotion factor, that's for sure. Okay, right. Everything seems to kind of be warm now, so we can probably start trying to drive this like we should drive it. Which... okay. Did not want to turn in there. Too much. Do you know if there's a car I kind of know reasonably well? I drive it in most games that give me the ability to drive it. Yeah, it sounds cool. Sounds great. Game looks great. Sounds great. That's for sure. No issues with like fidelity or anything like that. It sounds really, really nice. I could do. There's quite a lot of time raw. Do that, probably being a bit low, but again, you can probably go in and fiddle with that in the settings. Carbon feels pretty good. Yeah, carbon feels pretty good. took a bit of encouragement to get it in to the corner, but don't really want to be first for Druids. I imagine I'll sound like quite ear bleeding. I can't say I'm feeling confident in the car just yet. Okay, that will rotate quite a lot there. I mean, this sounds pretty good, to be honest. But I have no complaints with the sound of the Janetta. Its driving characteristics are a bit interesting. The grass is a bit of a meme. There's a lot of a lot of power sliding. It seems like it wants to over rotate quite a lot. What are we at brake balance wise? Okay, we're quite heavily forward biased. Let's see if that might help if we move some of that rearward. Doesn't seem to be a lot of grab on the front end. Like, it kind of feels like you want to chuck it and then hold slip rather than steer it through the corner. It's kind of weird. Like, not really how you want to like indicatively drive a GT4 car. Grip seems a little bit unpredictable as well. Yeah, they really have taken the old R Racing grass. R Racing basically said, we're done with this, do you want it? And they went, yeah, we'll have that, thanks. Cheers. It's just a lack, there's like, the grass is like, they've just turned friction.exe off. It's like, if it was raining, I would totally get it. It feels like driving onto wet grass. But it's not. Like, there should be less grip out there, yeah, but it shouldn't just... It shouldn't just like spit you out, like if you drop the throttle on the grass a little bit. Grass really is a trouble when you're trying to add lock on grass. That's when you're in. Okay. All right. Well, I think I've learned all I'm going to learn in the Janetta. We'll jump up to something a bit more potent. Back that on there. Oh. Sorry guys, bear with me 2 secs. Sorry guys, give me 2 secs. Sorry guys, one of my dogs has just been like yelping and stuff, and she's not herself, so I've just been trying to see if there's anything we can do with that. I don't know, cool. It's yeah, she's not. She's been doing the odd yelp for the last couple of days. We took her to the vets and she's had some pain relief, but she's just gone through like a big sort of yelping thing and just can't really get comfortable and isn't herself. Don't really know what it is. Pain at the moment, but we don't really know why. Well, it might be the pain relief kicking, making her drowsy. Check she doesn't follow you up. If she does follow you up, yeah, if she follows you up, you might just put her in the bed at the bottom. No, I'll try. Oh no, she's coming. Okay, alright. Sorry guys, we'll get back to it in a second. Okay, alright. She seems content at least, so right, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming for the minute. Right. Okay, right. Right, what was some of the new stuff that turned low? It was GT1 and GT2. Let's go GT2 so we don't go too mad. We can drive the Widowmaker, that could be interesting. Hey look, it's definitely not Red Bull. And Cooler Cola, yeah. GTR BMW, yeah, we'll have a look at the GTR BMW. That sounds. Oh, yeah, I remember this from old Tokka games and stuff. Yeah, true. Red. Yeah, that's our Red Horse. The famous brand Red Horse. Yeah, let's go with old Bluey, shall we? Milford. This is giving old touring car vibes. I like this. Right, we'll stick a brand. And we'll see how we get on with it. Now, yeah, hopefully the I honestly don't know how to feel about that genetics. It just felt weird, like it felt disconnected. And now you can go in and adjust all this. That's a lot of front bias as well. Let's move some of that back a bit. Now I know you can go in and fuck around with all this sort of stuff. I know, but I don't. Yeah, true. It's not. It's. I'm loath to with a game, especially like a sim racing game. When people say, "Oh yeah, no, you can fix that in the setup," well, I shouldn't have to fix it in the setup. It should come out of the box, drivable, and then I should be chasing the odd second in setup. I shouldn't be having to make it drivable in the setup. That's just... So, let's see how we go with this one. We're going to need to probably adjust the chair a little bit. World's fastest fucking electric chair, this one. Jesus. There we go. That's a good start. Wait a minute, I had warm tyres on the pits, I can't see the track and they're now cold. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem fair. I mean, it does cold tyres better than LMU does, that's for sure. LMU's cold tyres are a joke. Agreed on the sound shadow, this sounds glorious. This sounds like a BMW I should be doing that with, but we're not, so I'm going back. Not a lot of initial bite in the tyres. I don't feel like it rewards precision very well. You know? Like, it almost feels like you need to over-rotate it on entry. Like that's a lot of luck. Now, again, we're still entirely one phase, so that may get better. I mean, this feels a lot better than the DC, that's for sure. That was a lock up, that was on me. Oh god, no, don't touch anything. Okay, we're back in tarmac again. Yeah, trail braking it seems to not want to do like at all. Which is tough at Brands because you want to do a lot of trail braking. While like using Rans as like it's a track I know very well. It has a reasonably good mix of undulations. There's not a lot. There's a couple of slow corners, so you can get a feel for how it reacts in that. And then there's a lot where you're relying on mechanical grip, which is not quite quick enough for aero grip. Whoa! Get some nice flat spots on the go, shall we? We've lost a lot of our front right tyre. A lot of that. How did we lose that much tyre on that slide? That's weird. Okay, we're locking the fuck out of our front left apparently because we have got basically no front left. It's just gone. Alright, let's we'll go back to the pits quick and reset that quickly. That was probably driver error more than anything else because I think I was repeatedly locking that front front right rather. But yeah, we were down to like 30% of the tyre after 4 laps. That's not great, bud. Good, we did the same thing again. Love it. Straight line, come on. True, right, yeah, that's true. I did have 3, there were still 3 wheels left on my car. What's on the front left that time. A lot of it is probably, I think I'm... This grass, man. This grass... This grass is almost comical. Hey, we didn't lock it. We were very slow through there, but we didn't lock it. And we looped it again. Stop moving. Thank you. So one thing I'm not getting a lot of is the feel of lockup through it. I can hear audibly when I'm locked up, but I'm not getting much by way of like force feedback with the wheel being locked up, you know? There's so much lock to go through Hawthorne. Someone threw hot coffee at a McDonald's employee because they wouldn't refund their meal. This grass is an interesting physics choice. So what is the one job I could never do is food service, because I can't be pleasant to dickheads for that long. We're on the struggle bus at the moment, boys. This thing is not... I mean, a lot of it is going to be skimmish. Bit too loud for game winning. Okay, cool. AMS does seem to be quite loud, I found. Let's do master volume down. Another little bit there. And that one needs to come down as well. I'll bring that down a little bit. That'll be better. I think it was fine in the GT4 earlier, but this BMW is a whole other level. So I'm getting no feeling of grip on the front, like at all. It just feels like I'm Oh, there, I could only lift off because I could hear it squeal, hear the tyres squealing. I got nothing through the wheel. Bear-shaped mugs. Jesus Christ. Late stage capitalism is great fun. Got flat spots. You can definitely feel the flat spots, and they definitely impact your ability to navigate the track like safely and successfully. Perfect 360 there, boys. Just saying. I'm getting the feeling from this that it kind of it's a game that people play because it's difficult and they want it to feel difficult. Like, don't get me wrong, these are the age of the cars where these things were absolute psychopaths. But getting off druids in second gear, you shouldn't loop the car by touching the throttle. Like, I'm in second doing like 60 mile an hour, and the car's like, no, we're going round. And then I locked the rear up on entry there, so that's fine. That was a me issue. But again, I'm not getting anything through the wheel to let me know that I'm locking up, or like getting to the edge of grip. All I get is like an audio cue of the wheel, like wheel sliding on the road. Now, it could well be that I'm overdriving it because it's an older car. I'm overdriving it for how it should be driven, but I don't feel like. Look, we're coming out here. That's kilometers an hour. That's 60 kilometers an hour. I touch the throttle as we go around. Oh, mate, it feels very artificial. I don't know. Like, there's someone go, oh, these cars are difficult to drive, so they've just made them difficult to drive. Again, they're trying to trail brake in. The car just wasn't having any of it. Like, we locked the rear on the way in, and we're at, unless you want to go like ridiculously forward brake bars, but we were like 55, 56, something like that, front. I'm not being wooed by AMS2 right now. That's what I was saying. There are elements of it that are great fun, like the immersion factor of this sound and the way it looks. The fidelity of it is great. It's what ACC's sounds could have been if they didn't just distort the fuck out of the sound of being in the car. But from a driving experience, I'm not saying I'm having fun right now. There's an element of needing to learn a new sim, and I get that. But again, see the rear just trying to brake on me. Feathering the brake on the way in, and the rear still trying to brake on me. Another lockup there. We've kind of survived a lap. Can't survive the lap of Brands. So it might be sinking in a little bit now. Juries is just so tough to get the car just into the corner. There's something, it feels like there's something missing that my brain can't quite take what I'm being given in terms of like audio and visual and sensory and putting it into consistency. It's just, there's some disconnect there. Somehow I managed to bring that back around, no idea how. And we lose it immediately. Alright. Should we look at one of the older tracks now? Because, yeah. My enthusiasm for AMS2 is waning quite quickly. I was very excited to try this old stuff because this is the more interesting things. Like GT3s are just like snooze. Right, so what were the tracks that came in again? We had old Spa, old Le Mans, and there was old something else. What's the other one? I can't remember now. The old Road Atlanta. Is that the other one? Yeah, 2005. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, got it. All right, let's try Road Atlanta. And should we go for one of the big boys? Should we do it in the Ashton? And the Golf livery, obviously. Let's send it. Exactly, V12 time. Chicane worries me here. I'm guessing this scripted pit lane thing is an optional menu setting somewhere. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. Let's go through the initial phase of trying not to get killed. I don't honestly know what's changed at Road Atlanta between 2005 and where we're at now. This sector seems pretty much the same. Brakes? Are we gonna... No, just... who needs to stop the car? Just went to put my foot on the brake and nothing happened, so that was interesting. Again, skill issue. Not remembering that we've just come out of the pits, brake's probably going to be cold. Oh, getting off this corner is going to be fun. again, lock up. Why was it? I don't quite get why there was such a big. I mean, this is the Road Atlanta I remember. This is like Forza Motorsport 1 level Road Atlanta. So we're getting the cars off the corner. It always feels like they're all turbocharged. When this one, I'm pretty sure this is a naturally aspirated V12. But in the power delivery, always feels like it's turbocharged. And it's fine through the faster stuff. It's just the slow stuff. Like getting off the slow stuff feels really weird. Yeah, no. Braking once again optional for that corner. Probably waiting way too late for old car with old brakes. Yeah, it seems like really like it's only in the slow speed stuff, but it feels really lumpy in terms of power delivery. Which an NA shouldn't. Yeah, it really doesn't like trail braking. Don't worry, we're just taking the drift track. Bear with. I mean, it's a workout. I'm constantly having to make small adjustments and alterations through the wheel. So if you like that sort of stuff, then this is great. But I don't know, it just feels excessive, man. Just like I don't know. And I mean, to take what I say with the picture, so I'm just a man who makes the streams live on the internet, occasionally makes the odd video here and there. I don't have any form of weight or say in this sort of thing. It's just somebody. So I've got a decent level of experience in driving in simulators at a somewhat decent pace. I'm not anything special in the wrong, but I generally have a reasonably good understanding of car balance. But like you're up to speed and the car feels completely different. Like the car at sort of third gear speeds, it feels a lot different to when it's in low speed. I don't quite know why. Don't know what I'm doing to my front right again. It is very quickly fucking off from the chat, that is for sure. Oh my god. That's it, like 31 an hour in second and the thing's still trying to kill me. Like, if I was in a 1,000 horsepower Supra, yeah, fine. I get it. Nissan GTR. I get it, like, lumpy ass big turbos, come on boost, dump like shitload of power, hold on for dear life. That's fine. But, yeah, for a naturally aspirated engine, even a race tuned engine, just hits massive band of torque and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing I can do about it anyway. I've got no faith on the brakes because I go near them and I lock up. So I'm having to brake really early. I've got no faith in the throttle because so I'm having to dance around it on corner exit. But then you get a bit of load through the car, like through there and like through up here, it's fine. Even there, when like an entire drive wheel was in the air, it's still not trying to kill me. So why is it trying to do it coming off the corner in second with a little bit of lock on? I just don't get it. It's still got that feeling of a relatively unresponsive front end as well. Like the front, I still feel like you have to over-rotate to get to go anywhere. Like the same level of steering lock I put in something else, where I'm generating understeer, is what you need just to try and get the fronts to actually bite. It's certainly a workout. Like, you definitely feel engaged doing this. I wouldn't say I've enjoyed myself a lot doing this, but my initial thoughts are saying if people enjoy doing this, you're a little bit of a masochist. But each their own. If you enjoy MS2, more power to you. I know some people do. Dan really does. Now I can't say I'm seeing it right now. My front right brakes are cold. Right again, he's about to fuck off out of the chat. Oh dear. Let's try a different car, different track, shall we? I'm sure to the AMS naturals, I'm showing that I'm just terrible, which I am. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Usually I have a semi-decent understanding. Oh, I'm struggling with this. The fuck is that one? Oh, okay. Le Mans. 24 hours, 2005. So what's different with this? Nothing immediate. Maybe. Still another game where it shows you where the Bugatti circuit is, but doesn't let you race the Bugatti. As far as I could see, there was only one layer. Well, they might let in one of the other ones. It might let you race the Bugatti in the current one. Maybe just not historic. Right, well, we'll try the Maserati. Yeah, it seems like a very long endeavour. Yeah, we're gonna give it a go, Morgan. I must say I'm not really enjoying my first foray into AMS2. It must be said. It feels unique. Probably a way of describing it. It's definitely a unique experience. We've got a big ass building there on the exit corners, that's obviously different. Okay, reading chat's not the best idea. Bonk. Ignore that, I was in the middle of reading chat. Yeah, see, I don't have time or patience to start trying to fine-tune stuff towards how Sim wants my settings to be. And this trail braking is not a thing in this game, from what I can figure out. How much front? That's only a 55 front as well. I clicked it down a notch. I'm just struggling in into all of it. Just getting off the corner. I thought something was off. Okay, so the Maserati doesn't seem to have a second gear that wants to kill me like the Aston Martin. That's alright, I forget to send people different places, don't worry about it. I'm not sold on it, let's put it that way, RSW. It's, yeah, it's a hard sell right now. That was just making the grass and stuff. I mean, the aesthetic of this track is great. It's unique. Is the best way I can describe it. Like the way you got, I feel like I mean, I haven't quite figured out how to drive it, but the way I get sort of the best response out of it is you kind of need to chuck it in. Like the cars don't respond well to like small accurate inputs. I've found. I've tried the Ginetta GT4 at Brands. We've tried the BMW GTR at Brands just because it's a track that I know, and we just tried the Aston Martin at Road Atlanta, and now we're in the Maserati here, and none of them have really sort of like to be sort of driven kind of like precisely. That's probably the best way I can describe it. Like you kind of have to like chuck in a load of lock-in, get the car sort of pitched, and then sort of play with it around there, and then they kind of sit happily in like this sort of bit of slip. I'm locked up massively there. That's cool. You got to get those notifications on, bro. And I've seen a few. Oh, come on. See what I mean there? Like a slow progressive steering input didn't really get me much, but if I yank it, it seems to respond a bit better. And these things are damn near impossible to trail brake as well. And yeah, the main thing as well, there's no feel of lock-up through the wheel. Yeah, it's just like I mean, this Maserati feels a lot better than the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin felt like I couldn't get off the corner in second in a naturally aspirated V12 at 60 kilometers an hour. It felt like I was driving 1,000 horsepower twin turbo GTR, and you just peek over boost and it's like, oh, no, sorry, can't catch that. This at least has more of a progressive power band. But again, look, absolutely nothing under braking, no trail braking at all. Yeah, I mean, as an experience, like the sounds, the looks, and everything, it's fantastic. It's probably like, I mean, it's better than iRacing hands down in terms of fidelity perspective. It's better than Race Room in terms of its visual looks and a lot of the sound dynamics as well. I'd say it's up there as one of the best sort of looking and sounding sims for sure. So if you want it for just as an experience, fine. But I can't say I'm enjoying the driving experience from it. Just look how. I feel like I've got to put a load of lock in, and then you get to a certain point, and then you get the natural understeer happening where you just scrub the tyre. But if you try and put a little input in, nothing happens. So it's just. And oh yeah, and the grass is original iRacing spec grass as well, which is interesting. We'll just drop a wheel here and... minimal input card just snap and go sideways. And lockups absolutely fucking kill your tyres. Like, massively. No, this is the Maserati MC12. So the Ferrari Enzo in drag. So here again, like, it's just, there's no initial bite. You start turning the steering wheel sort of progressively and everything. That was just me not read the corner right. That's a big issue. Yeah, I think the Porsche was already in it. Like, it's already got the McLaren F1 and all this sort of stuff in it, so this is just the 2005 one. It's got like the GT1 Porsche Strassman, yeah, this is a really cool car that I only ever raced at Le Mans once, if I remember right. I watched a video on this car, and it was Ferrari's way of trying to take it racing was making it the Maserati so they could homologate the wheelbase and all that sort of stuff. And then all the rules effectively changed and it never really got classified in a lot of races until effectively Ferrari complained enough to the FIA where they effectively made its own exemption from the rules kind of thing. It's quite an interesting story if you look at that. I can't remember the channel that went into it in detail, so it was a very good video. Chilly front brakes. Yeah, when this goes as well, this game is a bit of a wrist breaker. So if anyone wants to give it a try after this and you've got a fairly strong direct drive wheel, be ready to let go of the wheel, otherwise it will wrench your thumbs. And a lot of the shit you see with me losing the car is skill issue. I'm still sort of learning how to drive a car, and I'm not the greatest driver in the world. Far from it. But it doesn't usually take me long to get relatively consistent in a car in terms of like just general control. So more what I'm looking at is how predictable is it, and how much does my brain make it make sense. Because I had that with ACC, the game, that ACC never made sense to me in terms of physics. Alright. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's slower than I'm doing in GT3s right now. So all of the tracks are fantastic. They're great. I really like how they look, how they feel. The scan on them is really good. Oh, Donington. Interesting. Right. We got Spa. This is the old, very old one as well. I did do a little bit in this just to make sure that stuff was working properly. So I haven't learnt the track, but I am aware of some of the changes it had. Should we do one of the old Freedom machines, shall we? Do a lime green one. We should do a GT2. Let's do the 360 GTO, GT2 even. Sorry, the Milano GT36. Lid, go on, bottle. Thank you. Alright. Sure. Oh. Drive position's not actually too bad out of the box for once. It's quite nice. Let's see how these GT2 feels. It feels quite responsive out of the box. Like, it feels light. Doesn't trail brake to save its fucking life. This is one of the versions. This is kind of the version of Spa I remember from watching when I was growing up. Still got the big hill there on the left. It's now been flattened out with the motorcycle track on it as well. It's mad to think how much these have changed in the last like 20 years. You'd have a job sort of recording it. Just the loop, because there should be gravel on the outside, I think. Well, I did the wrong version of Spa. I might have got the wrong version of Spa. But it still has the hill there. And the grass at the top of the hill. So I don't know what version of Spa this is, but it's not the current one. I don't know, I'll find out. Well, it has the weird bus stop. Okay, here we go. I thought Phil had gravel out there, but maybe not. Good. Come on. Oh my god, it just won't trail brake. I think that's the bit I'm struggling with the most. It's just the car's inability to brake and turn. Like, and it's not just this one, but like pretty much all of them. Kind of have to choose what you want to do. It's really weird. Have I lost half my front right tyre already? When did I lock up that much? Must have been here at first lap, I guess. That's the only place I think we've really locked up. I mean, this Ferrari is infinitely more drivable than some of the other ones we've got tonight. It's not helping the fact we've got a massive flat spot on the front right. But it is feeling a lot more sort of natural to drive. I'm not struggling with it as much as I was the other days. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Well, we went around the circuit properly that time. Didn't help much. Ow. I'm putting some fresh tyres on because that front right is fucking knackered and we got nothing. I don't quite... I'm assuming it was the first lap where I just went straight on at the end of the Kemmel straight, but I don't know where we lost half the tyres grip in one lap. I also don't get how I'm getting very little feedback of the lockups through the wheel. Okay. Right, good, missed that one. Yeah, this Ferrari is by far and away the best feeling car in this entire pack so far, and it's free. You don't even have to buy the pack to get it. It's the one that feels the most like a car to drive. Like, excusing the complete inability to trail brake with it. It's by far and away the most responsive. So it's through there. Did I just lock up that entire time? Yeah, I did. Man, the game does not tell you that at all. Just look how much tyre life we lost in the flat spots through there. I've got nothing through the wheel to let me know I had a flat spot. Absolutely nothing. There is one more place we're going to try. I'm pretty sure you'll have an easy chance trying to guess where it is. And I know we haven't done like any races on this at all, but I can't feel like I'm in consistent enough control of the vehicles. No, not Paul Richard. Not my favourite place. It was going to be, wasn't it? It only could be. It was only ever going to be one place. I mean, this is something that should, emphasis on should, feel kind of at home. No, let's do it in the Audi, because I've literally just been racing this in Race Room. So I should have a pretty good feel. Let's go with the gold one. We should have a pretty good feel for what it's going to do. Oh, dear. Dee. All right. Cool. Okay, right. Well, as you can see, we're immediately more at home. So a lot of the other cars, it just might very well just be a skill issue. In which case, I'm probably just wasting your entire even. But this should tell me at least if we have at least a decent understanding of how this sim functions, you know. It's a circuit I know quite well in a car that I've literally just been driving in a different sim, so I should have a reasonable understanding of how it works. The only difference is going to be the actual implementation of the track and the physics itself. So. Oh, okay. That's close. I mean, this immediately feels even better than the GT4s. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That was just a piss poor turning point for me. Yeah, this sounds a lot better than the GT4 did at Brands, that's for sure. You still got the, like, to get any major sort of rotation out of it, you need to hustle it a fair amount on, like, corner entry. That's still sort of a neighbour there. The cars do still feel happy when they've got a little bit of slip on them as well. Like, that's where they want to be driven like. There's an exorbitant amount of slide to be able to recover from there. Whoop. Fucking cough. Well, that was a me issue. That was me and it wasn't the car. Just clobbered the inside curb and yeah, she was not happy about it. God damn this cough. Apologies guys, I know it's not what you want to listen to. Gotta make sure there's no Ferrari behind me. It's gonna try and kill me as we come up through the hill section. It's very quiet in the rear facing camera. Just saying. No, we fell out. Right, quick wave to YouTube corner. Ah, come on, get back. Come on. Oh god. Oh shit bit. That was a mixture of braking on the curb. I think I might have slightly touched the grass there as well. It's been a little bit too far to the right on the corner entry. Oh dear. Gorgeous. So, I mean, this was a lot better. I'm driving a lot more GT3s at the moment than I am really driving much of anything else other than maybe Super Tourist. So, inherently I should have a better understanding, and with the ABS and the traction control, obviously that does help quite a lot. But there's still a lot of areas where I'm throwing the car in, like here, way more than you would with an actual GT3 car, and the wheels are just sort of sliding and slipping to let you do it. So yeah. I mean, it was obviously perfectly drivable, and I would have more willingness to race these if we're doing like multiplayer than I would anything else we've driven tonight, even the GT4 Ginetta. The tracks are nice. On the track pack, I can't really give a comment on the racing feel for the new stuff because I haven't really driven AMS2 enough to know what's different with the new update and all that sort of stuff. All I can tell you was I didn't particularly enjoy it. For me and my driving style and what I want from the game, this just isn't it for me. It's not a terrible game. Obviously, if you like it, then more power to you. Don't listen to a man who's just spout shit on the internet just because I've got a camera and a microphone doesn't necessarily mean I fucking know anything. So, you know, it's I can see why people would like it. Definitely from an audio and a visual standpoint, it's fantastic. As an immersive experience, especially in VR, which I think is meant to be pretty. I think is meant to be very well done in AMS2. But from a driving physics, from what I'm getting through from the force feedback, I don't know, man. It's just I don't think I could see myself booting this game up much again in the future. You know, that's all I can say. It's the only thing I can really say about it. Is am I going to play it again? Probably not. Just because there's games I prefer. I prefer the dynamics in more than this one, basically. Like, enemies are a lot more dull, but I would say they're far more predictable. Race rooms feel the most natural to me and my driving style, but as I say, each one's is unique. Yeah, there's not much else for me to say, to be honest. It's, the cars looked and sounded awesome. The tracks as well. Sorry, the tracks as well. A lot of effort went into those. Very well done on that side of things. So very happy with that achievement, that pack that I bought. The one where you get to have like the car, my brain, sorry, is just falling out my fucking ears right now. The pack with all the cars and stuff, I'm less enthused by. The BMW was cool. That thing sounded mean as anything, but I don't know, the second gear coming out of like Druids was not. It was coming on like it was a turbocharged, and same with the DBR9 as well. It was a real shame. I love that car. That's right. It was a bit better. But I don't know. They all felt just sort of a little bit lacking, in my opinion, to be honest, compared to what I want out of it. But my will to stay awake is diminishing exponentially right now. So I'm going to call it there. I want to say thank you very much for everyone who's come and hang out. A bit of a short stream today. I do apologise for that. A bit late starting and a bit early finishing, but yeah, this has been AMS2. So wouldn't expect to see it back on the channel much in the future, but if this stuff has interested you with the content and stuff, obviously you can crack on. I don't listen to what people say when they tell you what games you should and shouldn't play. Just tell them to fucking swivel. But yeah, I'm waffling on now. I'm about to fall asleep, so I will catch you guys next week probably. There might be an impromptu stream over the weekend. I'm not sure yet. I need to see how things work out. We might squeak one in on Sunday if we could do the 2-hour at Bahrain, but for the moment it's looking like Monday. So have a good weekend, guys. Catch you guys here on Monday evening. Cheers.